Hello, my name is Run, and we're going to more Katawa Shoujo, whatever his name is. So yeah, we are back with this, and we're going to continue on here. So yeah, let's begin. Let me get my water first, 'cause I haven't drank any water. I legit just woke up, so I haven't had any water yet. I just woke up now. No one's texting me. No one's awake, as far as I know. So I say, hey, why not just record some of this? This game is really fun. When we start talking, Shizumi takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the fighting cabinets and throws it on the table. I just one looks kind of interesting. I think it spends a long time for her liking of running through the bases with somewhat vague and confusing tutorial. Shizumi cuts into it until this game has started, with a decisive move at slicing her arm through the air. Shizumi's addressing this as rubbing off on me. I start feeling more competitive than I intended to be when I drink this. Halfway through the game, while I try to ponder to how to finish the result from too front, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention. Sign language. John, Chikana wants to know why you're taking that you were taking too long to make a move. Chikana also says that she will let you keep up straight if you agree to join the student council. Another game was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no. Sign language. Chikana admires your fighting spirit. I will be benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council. Haha. You're so competitive, Shizumi. She seems to say this as a compliment. Isn't she deaf? If she's deaf, how can she? But that's something I was wondering about just now. If she's deaf, how can she hear what I'm saying? Or is Misha relaying all of it? Actually, yeah, give me a second. Alright, so there was the mouse wasn't on the strings, and that it should be. I wish the student council was present to be a little more magnanimous. She doesn't even know what that word means, or how it is signed, so she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it to Shizumi, who returns the sign back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory. Sign language. Suddenly, Shizumi bursts into a flurry of gestures. Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing. Wait, please slow down, Hakan. Hakan says you're going to lose. Tell her I will crush her world empire with my rebellion. Okay. The light of her shine with a childlike mischief. Sign language. She says you have no chance. You have no chance if you keep playing like this. No, you won't. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what I am going to do. I want to save it. Just in case that plays into the story somehow. Let's continue. I don't know. With strategy games, I'm a little bit more defensive, so I'll play the trap. Well, at least she's just trying to psych me out. Again, her board game, I have a pretty good fence set up. And I'm not gonna wreck it. Doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. She's gonna adjust her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump her fist in the air in celebration. Sign language. Wow, Kyle, you lost. You allowed me to hate North America. I mean Shakan, not me. Sign language. The intro of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5 army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts. So you must defend all. I thought you had more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, John. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. For real. I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's not good, John. You didn't make enough. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, John. Damn, what's it to her if I play too carefully? There's no need rubbing in my face. Got really close just now. I wonder if you can be good for student council. Was it reverse psychology? I guess I don't have to worry about that. About joining, or not in that case. Sign language. Giving up about that, I expected more of you. Seriously, Shizumi's trying to taunt me into joining the council. Because I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. Haven't even taken a look at any other clubs. And these two are a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council. But I'm gonna take a look at other clubs before I decide. Really, John? Yeah, just say it to make us feel better. Yeah, I'm just not sure I want to. Aww. Those puppy eyes. I can't do one. What is that? Are those tears or like what is? Like I don't know what that is for her. Like she looks like mad, so I don't know if it's like tears of anger. Tears of anger. I don't know if that's the thing. Okay, John, we're not gonna give up so easily. You said maybe there's still a chance you'll come around. Sign language. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play Risk and more. Maybe one day you could beat me. Let's graduate before that. That has me feeling even more reluctant about joining now. Wahaha, sure you don't. You're not horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better after all. That's Kohakan. Chan, I don't know how to say that. I say, let's just log in and wall resident to spend far longer playing Risk than I expected. So then I have to go. I want to go to the library. Is it closed yet? Isn't closed yet, is it? Shizumi gestures her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be determined where the library is open? There's a clock right there. Silent language. It could be on the librarian's absent. I think you're right, Shakan. Well, we think the library's open. It's on the second floor, can't miss it. Do you want to show you where it is? No, thanks, it's okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. On the 5 stairs up, I run into some problems. Second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Why, of course, and just plain. Like the one, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's no plethora of the other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them, or is it just somewhere down the hall? I bet on the latter. I don't know that words. I bet on the later, I can choose my direction at random. If I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, but just barely ajar. I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for a library door to be violently open, while this one is not quite that. It's good enough. At the very least, it means someone is inside. I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, with every muscle in my arm, and ready to pull back at any moment. At any moment's notice. The feeling of being outside to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so much as so instinctively fear doing somewhat wrong by entering. The door slowly creases as if drawing from a deep sleep to open as though it is much easier to open than I anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head, even Leaning over and poking my head through further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible. The meek hello on my lips is snatched away. It's really snatched away. It's not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in sight of a solitary figure taking the center stage in an otherwise abandoned room. This man steals my voice, leaving me standing in the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. No, I say girl, whatever. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Hello there, may I help you? Standing right in front of her, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than words. However, it's soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strictly distinct. I don't know why I can't read today. Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She has a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unfamiliar considering that I am introducing upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards another seat opposite of her, the girl resting, teacup, and the saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she has to track my movements with her head is telling that she's in slight kindness of her to her eyes, that she is partially blind like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't seem having a typical accent either. I guess must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take you're a new student to Yamaku? I don't know. Oh yes, I was just transferred yesterday. I get a distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers. Acquainted by her restrained bow of greeting, one which I hasten to match before I realize the futility of my action. I'm Lily Southout. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. She gives me a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She gets a kind nod, taking my request in stride. About no rush, she steps off the chair, prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along the shelf. A brush here, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her bag, she seems to use her lone, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite nice to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizumi and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have the workarounds for problems I never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offer of preparing a drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observation. Observance, I'm sorry. What's what you're looking for? It's not often that this classroom is visited after school. Let's go to the library. Shizumi and Misha, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring the water in the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping comes from the teacup, indicating it's being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hamachi, as are most students, to be with means you're in class 3-3 now. That's right, in science room with Mr. Muno. She gives a small giggle before setting down a teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table with a teacup and a saucer in hand. He's like care then. I imagine you'll come to like him, most do. As she sets down tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but seems like I'd rather foam to bring it up. Nonetheless, it smells quite nice. It's hardly think about it, hard to choke down. Thanks, Down. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of me. Lily, please. There's no need to be formal. She does it in spite of her exceeding well-bred speech. Oh well. Why can't I be like Lily and not fuck of it in every word I say? I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor. Same as yours, it's taught by Miyagi, and specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. If I slap myself for the fox pass, the fact. The fox pass looking at her face. So she doesn't seem to in the least bit puff off about it. My mind, it's no need to change the near speech on my account. So you see he's sweating here because like it's honestly very hot in this room, but she can't tell it because like she's on fire. See what I did there? Oh no. Sure, sorry, I guess. I'm just really showing my newness here. Sure, sorry. Oh, I already read that. An environment like this world, this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. But while the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which would include her, it seems. All to ready jump ship from this particular topic, I thank you, into another. You come and drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of a place behind school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Courageously, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite. What's doing is blunt and fiercely driven. Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there here to join? I learned with the track and field club, which is the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in the room near the library. Also numerous small ones too, though such as art and music clubs. At a time when I just wanted to get on my feet, rushing to the club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my own one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good, that's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl, so such a thing slip out. The fact that she seems to slightly amuse me. See like those teeth. I can't tell if she's smiling or that's just like she always has her teeth. Because like you see like goes from here to here, and like you see like my dude's mouth goes from like here to here. Tits. Now when my tea gets cold, I finally start drinking it. It really does the same. So look over her window, over her shoulder, and notice the light coming into the room has a seemingly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. I guess time's going quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It's like the sun's starting to set. So you kind of surprise her. I guess that means she must have lost track of time. Sorry, Sal, I didn't mean to keep you in the library for so long. Quickly moves to the alley to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's so open, isn't it? She paused to take a moment to think. My voice right there. First time I should have asked you when I had a chance, but Lily seems lightly. Let us know if in any case it's true. Some to 6:30 during weekdays. But the time I watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. Might get going that. Fuck. In that case, it's been nice to meet you. It's been. If I just keep quiet, I'm, talking to myself, calling myself an idiot for not doing that, right? It's nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod. Her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. With my pleasure. But come think of it, just show you where the library is. I can possibly ask for more help. It's really find it alright once my navigation skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright, I was going to be talking to the library in theory. In any case, I can introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, that'd be great, thanks. She tends to follow me. She takes a pull up. Straight retractable cane that slipped into the handle. It was slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. The rest of the cane the boys in my class had. Lily's looks a lot thinner and longer. Hey, that's what she said. This must be for the support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. That's what she said. Together, we leave a peaceful room and enter the empty hallway. On the way to the library. Side by side, my pace is carefully slow to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. Until one of us arrives at the door of the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than in either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile and a gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my old school's library, with the distinct smell of old books giving that place almost an old world air. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time isn't a surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air since the library doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something on the counter does against it, followed by a quiet wail. Ah. Guessing that's Yuko. The origin. But the table's right here, isn't it? It's the table. Must she be on this side where Lily is standing? The table's right here, and she's right there. Okay. The origin, apparently, the library quickly crawls out and bounces up with extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained, failing to attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. Just hit my head. I see I dropped my eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped. And when I was looking for both of them, you came in and surprised me. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's Rihanna. She's Rihanna of this world. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically, trying to push aside the possibility that she could have been in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the wall on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl finishes with her fingers, as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concern. And then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter, Lily, complete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look. She seems to fit the library perfectly. Oh, Lily, did you get that message? Message? Oh, the 2 important books that arrived. Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst her celebrations, partly for managing to change the topic, I'm sure she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been noticing you before. You can check out a book or return one. I'm sorry. The way she can still suddenly pot through a shift between moves is a little unsettling. Must be a time to move. I'm sorry, I keep making terrible jokes. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao. This is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Going bow to her, bro? Yeah. Hisao. Pleased to meet you, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave the name in her mind, so she won't forget. We go off in reasons to import foreign books and Braille for me. Which I tell Hisao about something about the library. A little something about the library. I'm sorry. Lily's suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily, I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't get her. But her suggestion is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. But so there are a lot of books in Braille here, right? He said right, but I guess that's what he meant to say. I attempt to save the day by asking for the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think on the 3rd or 4th Yamaku's library is either in Braille or IEL. Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. I can't fucking get If only that's how come this library is so big in the first place. Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary. Wow. And then I have to organize and shelve them all. It's troublesome, and they waste so much. I wish I could just quit this job. A very awkward silence follows the revelation of too much information. I'll go check out the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well, meanwhile, Yuko, I will have those books, if that's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down narrow aisles, I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb. Taking it with me if it looks good. Yeah.